Good day, mate. Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we are going to be reacting to the second official roster update, NBA 2K20 by Pack Gaming. So I know the first one, there was some bullshit, and people justified it by saying, well, Crispy, there was only a few games, a few weeks into the season. We a month in now, man. Come on, Ronnie. It's time. The game's been completely trash. Please at least get roster updates correct. They are who they thought we were, man. They are who we thought they were. We at that point in the season. We over a month in now. Let's not bullshit. Let's get it. Pat Gaming, man.
With the Philadelphia 76ers.
Okay.
First, what I want to do is explain something. So I'm in start today. So if you see that the rating on the top right is not the official rating. That's the start today rating where they updated daily.
Okay.
The actual rating is on the bottom left where his name is.
That's
right
interesting.
There. Just wanted to clarify because some people were getting confused when I was saying a rating that was above when it was actually the one below. That's the official one, like the one that doesn't change in like Play Now Online and stuff like that. So Joel Embiid is a 91 overall. Goes -1 from a 92.
Why?
Why is that?
Why?
So he's still averaging 23 points per game. It's just worse than last year. They're just
well, you better three-point shooter. Yeah, field goal percentage overall down. Turnovers down, though. I guess. I don't know if that just... I mean, I guess. Okay, it's fine. So 91 overall.
Comparing it to last year.
Okay.
I mean, he was hurt sometimes. He missed some games. I think it's just because now that he has Al Horford with him, he has to adjust to a center.
Different style of player.
Kind of like the same role that he does for the most part. So it's just his numbers go down. I don't think he's doing bad at all. I just think he needs to adjust to Al Horford. I think he's doing fine. They're still a good team, so they really shouldn't have dropped his rating. The other player is Trey Burke. I talked about him in my badge video that he barely has any badges, and he's just so good. They actually just added 4 badges to him. Before he had 0. He's only averaging 8 points a game, but this guy is a
good backup point guard numbers.
He can get anything whenever he wants, and that's why they raised him from a 74 to a 75 +1 for Trey Burke. Now for the Milwaukee Bucks, and that is Eric Bledsoe. Not only is Eric Bledsoe a great defender for the Milwaukee Bucks, he goes +2 from an 84 to an 86.
He should have never been 84 in the first place. Man, was an all-star last season. Even when he wasn't all-star last year, bitch-ass Ronnie, like... Okay, I guess numbers are up a little bit from last year. 3-point shot, okay.
Averaging 17.1 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 5.2 assists.
Fair enough.
You see that he's averaging almost a point more than last year, and his field goal percentage is a little worse, but it's the defense he's been playing, and he's been
Malcolm Brogdon
being really smart, really good passes for everybody on the team. That it's been working out really well, and that's why they're winning games. Brook Lopez also has kind of got his 3-point shooting back a little bit. He's slowly getting back into it.
Not really, 29%, man.
He's doing a lot better. That's why he went from 77 to a 79 +2 for Brook Lopez. Now for the Chicago Bulls. Now Lauri Markkanen goes down 1, and the only reason
he should be below that. Like Bulls fans been saying straight up, Lauri's been playing like Dory, man. Like, where the hell are you? That was a Finding Nemo reference.
He does is because he just had such a good start to the season that they're just comparing it to that. He's been slowing down. 14.8 points per game compared to last season.
Yeah, he's down across the board.
He was doing way better last year, and his field goal percentage
like
is
a 7-foot J.R. Smith.
So he needs time to really kind of get back into a rhythm. Thaddeus Young also goes -1. He's just not what he usually is. I mean, the field goal percentage is way worse. Less points. -1 for Thaddeus Young. For the Cavaliers, Colin Sexton goes +2 from a 77 to a 79.
Good for him.
The only players that are better than him are Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love.
How was Thompson only an 80? Wasn't he dropping like 17 and 12?
I think he can end up passing eventually. He's only 20 years old, and he's been playing very well. 18 points a game. Pretty decent efficiency.
Gotta get those assists up.
Not a great playmaker, to be honest, for being the shooting guard / point guard of the team, but still, he's a baller. Now, this is the interesting one. For a team that has been doing so good, the Celtics, you would expect them to raise everybody's ratings up. But they didn't. The only player they raised is someone who's injured, and that's Gordon Hayward, who, let's be real, deserved it from
dumbass
82
2K.
to an 83 +1 for him.
Tatum should be an 87. Kemba should be a 90.
A lot of games, but still, I get why they raised his.
Jalen should be an 82.
He was doing really
83.
good. But one player that I'm surprised they didn't raise at all is Jaylen Brown.
Exactly.
He was doing so good. How do you not raise his rating? He's doing 18.5 points per game. Good efficiency.
He's up. Everything's up big time. From 2K is so stupid, man. Like, literally. Like, his ratings based off of last year, so he was an 81 based off last year. Look at those numbers. That's at least an 83 overall, at least.
7 rebounds. How do you not raise his rating? I'm actually salty, 2K. What the heck? He's only an 81. I feel like he could have been an 84, even an 85 at the moment. And then Jason Tatum, who had a baller game last game, almost beat the Clippers, doesn't go up either. He's averaging 21 points
career
a game,
high.
dude. I know it's less efficiency, but still, like, how did neither of these two upgrade? So yeah, 2K, you're crazy.
Don't make no damn sense.
PG-13 goes +1, and I think we all know why. He's been doing great so far for the team.
He's been great, but, like, he's barely played. Like, all these Boston Celtics players, they put in a full damn season and get no respect for it.
Even with Kawhi Leonard in the lineup, he's still getting his buckets. No complaints for me. He's been great so far.
Yeah, but
something that we
gotta be consistent.
Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. flipped. So Jaren Jackson gets -1, and then Ja Morant goes +1, and now Ja Morant is the best player on the team, which is just true. And then Brandon Clark goes +2. Guys averaging 13 points a game, 6 rebounds.
Solid
on
numbers.
62% field goal percentage as a rookie.
44 from 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if this rating goes up even more. He's actually pretty good, and he's a good defender. Like, he's low-key a great picker for them. For the Hawks, the only one to really talk about for me is Jabari Parker. He goes up +2 from a 78 to an 80 overall, which, like, dude, welcome back to the 80 overall club. It's been a little. I'm actually kind of happy for him because he just was riddled with injuries. He had so much.
He's playing very unathletic, which is a good thing for him. He's just kind of keeping it to the court.
Let's go back to his Milwaukee days. He had a 20-point per game season. Like, he was genuinely good in my opinion, and I'm glad that he's back in the Hawks doing good again. 17 points per game, 6 rebounds,
injuries what's derailed him.
52% field goal percentage. I hope he can keep this up because he's genuinely good. The reason he's doing so well is because John Collins has a suspension. So because of that, he's been getting, like, his opportunity to shine. I hope he can keep that up, though. Another player, though, I feel Cam Reddish has been doing better. I'm surprised it didn't upgrade him at all. In fact, he went from a 75 to a 74, and that's silly.
Dropped him off.
Like, actually, everyone. Jimmy Butler +1. I mean, he's doing everything for the team, not just scoring, but everything. Rebounds,
Kendrick Nunn needs to be an 80.
Blocks, everything. Bam goes +1. He's the anchor of their defense. Goran Dragic back in the 80 overall club +1. Kendrick Nunn +2. And that was after having a shaky couple weeks. He actually started doing a little better. So 78 overall for Kendrick Nunn, one of the best rookies right now. Duncan Robinson +2. He's a starter for the team who has been going off so far.
He just hit 8 3-pointers in a half last night. Like, he better have a 97 overall 3-point shot.
11.2 points per game. And then Chris Silva +4 from a 67 to a 71. It's crazy how Chris Silva, by the way, was averaging only 4 points a game and 4 rebounds, but he's been doing very well.
The little things. He does the little things.
Chris Silva, who's a good defender too, and Duncan Robinson were the worst players on the Heat, and they both got huge increases. Like, no one's bad on this team. It's crazy. For the Hornets, PJ Washington goes +1, and well-deserved because he's a sniper from 3 still.
Damn, 48%.
Devontae Graham is officially the best
80 overall. Yo!
Deserved 18.2 points per game, 7 assists, 3 rebounds.
Sit the hell down, Terry.
So not great, but Terry Rozier is kind of putting up similar numbers.
Nice numbers.
The same field goal percentage. So I agree that Devontae Graham has been the better player. At least
they need to split that contract down the middle and give half to Devontae.
But yeah, +4, 80 overall club for him. That's awesome. Rudy Gobert +1. Sure, why not? I mean, he's Rudy Gobert. He gets
rebounds
blocks,
up.
Rebounds, points, consistent as ever. Mike Conley goes -1. He's getting even worse.
Wow.
15 points a game. I feel like he was doing better, but his efficiency is so low.
Oh my, 37%.
It's weird, man. I don't know
Jesus.
They need to figure out how to use him better. This is low key to me a contending
trade
team
him
if they can figure it out. But
just trade him.
If they keep playing like this, they're not. Now the Kings were a team that I was kind of like ignoring. But they're actually 9th seed right now in the West for being a team that I felt it's only getting worse and is riddled with injuries.
I gave them
Marvin Bagley's hurt.
8th spot
Darren
potential.
Fox is hurt. Harrison Barnes goes up 1 to an 80 overall club again, and that's because they've needed him to. 15 points per game, 5 rebounds. To the start of the year, he was not doing very good at all. So he's been doing better because they've needed him to. He's needed to step up, and they're still winning games, surprisingly. For the Knicks, usually this team gets a lot of changes. Actually, only one. Mitchell Robinson goes +1, now tied with Julius Randle as the best player on the team, and I wouldn't disagree with that. 10 points a game, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, 72% field goal percentage.
Damn, bro.
He's good.
For the mini DeAndre Jordan.
Kyle Kuzma -3.
Damn.
I think he's the biggest downgrader in this list. And that's just because he came back from injury, from my understanding, and he just doesn't know what to do with this team. He's only averaging 13 a game.
He doesn't fit in nicely. He doesn't.
His percentage actually isn't even that bad. It's the same as
Laker fans will try to say otherwise, but he doesn't fit in.
I don't think his rating should have gone down. Because Anthony Davis and LeBron are on the team, of course his rating is going to go down. Like, that's just how that works. I mean, JaVale McGee goes +2.
He just doesn't fit in, though.
77 to a 79, so good for him. The Magic got a ton of upgrades. Nikola Vucevic +1 to an 85. Evan Fournier +2.
80 overall for Evan Fournier?
+2.
If Evan Fournier is an 80 overall, Derrick Rose better be an 87, and Luke Kennard better be at least a freaking 90.
Overall club for the first time in his career. He deserves it, dude. 12.4 points per game, 7 rebounds, 2.8 blocks.
Damn, okay, that's nice.
Small forward.
That's nice.
Great field goal percentage.
Wow.
He's been great for them. Aaron Gordon should have gone down, but he didn't.
Gordon about to get traded.
Fultz, I'm so happy for this dude. +2 to his 77 overall.
He looked chubby as hell in that picture, though.
8 points on 6 yards, averaging almost 11. 3 assists, way better field goal percentage than last year. Like, he's only going to get better, hopefully, when he keeps that confidence up. I'm happy for him. Now, whoa!
Yo, Luka!
Doncic plus 3.
93
to a 93. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm not going to sit here and argue or anything. Look at his stats, dude. 30 points a game, 10 rebounds, and almost 10 assists. He's almost averaging a triple-double with 30 points a game.
Oh my God.
Like, that's
a steal.
That's scary numbers. That's Russell Westbrook numbers, but he was actually efficient. Sorry. The only problem is he's not a good defender.
He said it, not me. He said it, not me. You blame him, man.
Overall, I mean, he's putting up better numbers than LeBron. Yeah, like LeBron James. But LeBron plays better defense and more athletic. So, I mean...
And 17th year in his league.
Overall, so it's weird to me because he's never been that high, but he's been deserving it. So who am I to judge, right? Porzingis goes down to 2 from an 87 to an 85. Again, he's come back from injury, so I'm giving him a pass. And then the only one I wanted to talk about is DeLon Wright. Goes +1, was a 77, now a 78.
You ain't DeLon wrong.
The only viable person on this team besides these two. Everybody else has been straight cheeks for this team. I got to be honest with you.
What about Steph Curry?
DeLon Wright has been at least solid, so that's why I think he deserves to be the third best player on this team for sure. For this team, it's just DeAndre Jordan, Spencer Dinwiddie go up 1, both of them.
Okay.
That's just
so many injuries. Those guys are asked to do more, so it's bound to happen.
Has been injured. This doesn't mean anything.
Bound to happen.
For a team, every time I say something bad about one of these players, they get an upgrade and they do better.
Paul Millsap looks like he's up.
Whatever, he got upgraded. I used to call Gary Harris overrated. He got up to the 80 overall club at the time. And then I say Paul Millsap is probably the weakest of the starting lineup. Boom, gets a +1. I'm going to stop talking about the Nuggets. They're all beautiful and they're all perfect. For the Pacers, nobody. I have to really look at the back here. And Aaron Holiday gets a +2. 9.7 points per game, 4 assists.
Look at those 3-point shooting numbers.
Bad field goal percentage, but still
been crazy.
An upgrade for him, so that's good for him. For the Pelicans, Drew Holiday ties now with Brandon Ingram as the best player on the team. Ingram's stats have been going down,
man.
But he was injured for a little bit. And then Drew Holiday gets 7 assists a game.
Ingram needs to be like an 87 overall. He needs to go up to an 87.
17 points per game, almost 18. Bad field goal percentage, but he's a great defender. So they're tied again. I still expect Brandon Ingram to be the best player until Zion comes back, but still. For the Pistons,
here we go.
They gave Christian Wood a +1. Sure. Okay. I think Luke Kennard should really keep getting upgrades.
How is he a 77? He's averaging 18 points. He's averaging 18 points. His number's as good as Jaylen Brown.
I mean, look.
Oh my God.
17.6 points per game is pretty good. He should be at least a 70.
He rebounded and get assists.
Christian Wood got a 77 overall. Now for the Raptors.
Oh my God, man. Ryan 2K is a dumbass, bro. Okay, maybe not playing as good as Jaylen Brown, but he ain't playing, 4 or 5 rating points less than Jaylen Brown either.
Goes plus
just to name a player.
Overall club for the first time in his career.
Damn, man.
OG Anunoby goes +2 from a 77 to a 79. Almost in the 80 overall club, and he deserves it too. Look at this dude, 12.2 points per game, 5 rebounds, 1 assist,
52% from 3.
57%
Oh my God.
But that's not even telling of anything. He is an energy player. He's a great defender. I wouldn't be surprised if
Where's Stanley Johnson?
Club really soon. And then one of the biggest upgrades, Chris Boucher. Why do I say everybody's names so weird on this team?
Boucher.
Chris Boucher from 71 to a 75 because he's actually he was, I believe, the G League MVP last year.
When are they gonna get Rondae a picture?
5.6 points per game, 4.4 rebounds. He's been a great defender for the team, and that's why he's being upgraded. And he's been getting a lot more minutes.
Where's Stanley Johnson? Come on.
For the Rockets, Russell Westbrook -2. I guess he's averaging 21 points a game.
I mean, the efficiency, like the field goal percentage, minuscule. 3-point shots, bad. The numbers are down, but I bet you that ball's in his hand a lot less with James Harden on the team. Okay.
It's worse than last year. 7
maybe
assists,
-1 at best, though. -1.
8 rebounds less than last year. On even worse efficiency, if you could imagine. I feel weird when his rating goes down, but
not much
he
worse.
deserves it, man. He shouldn't be in the 90 overall club. This is the first time in a long time he hasn't been in the 90s.
Feels weird.
But it's weird because they're winning. Like, they're, for the most part, winning games. And yet, his rating still goes down, which is so
It's almost
odd.
like Russell Westbrook is realizing he's a great second option. That's what I'm seeing from it. And I think he should get rewarded for that.
Clint Capella goes up 2, and he deserves every second of it. I know his rebounds have been going up, his blocks going up, and he's efficient. He's always been good. For the Spurs,
nice numbers.
Gotta be honest, for a team that has been doing trash, they're 1-9 for the past 10 games. I was expecting so many players to get downgrades. LaMarcus, Rudy Gay, Patty Milton. No, the one player they're like, let's downgrade is Derek White. The guy that's averaging the same amount of stats as last year. And they're not even playing him. You're high. For the Suns, Ricky Rubio goes +1. Back in the 80 overall.
I didn't say nothing about the Spurs, guys. Notice yeah, all the Spurs fans was talking shit after that hot start, man. I haven't said nothing since the 1-9. I'm just saying. Not that my Pistons have anywhere to talk, but I wasn't talking about my Pistons as a top team. I knew my team was borderline playoff at best.
I think it hasn't happened since
just
he was in the Timberwolves, I believe. And then Aaron Baines goes from a 78 to a 79, and that's because, I mean, 15 points per game.
Should be an 80.
That was ridiculous. Like, he's
maybe an 81.
Great, but the one that's hilarious to me is a 44% field goal percentage for 3.
He's balling, man.
Insane. For the Thunder, CP3 goes +1 because he's actually been doing a lot better than before.
He's been a leader.
Karl-Anthony Towns goes +1, and Andrew Wiggins goes up +4.
Good for him.
And everyone's deserving upgrades on this team because they're actually winning way more games than anybody expected. Jeff T goes +1 back in the 80 overall club. Josh Okogie goes +2 from the 76 to a 78.
That's how you say it.
Everybody's getting upgrades on this team.
Okay.
And the one is Andrew Wiggins. He's finally shut everybody up. 26 points a game.
Ooh, baby!
So
damn!
far. Good efficiency.
Damn!
He's really had this I'm actually good year, and I'm happy for him. For the Blazers, CJ -1, and even then it's like whatever. It just sucks because this whole team doesn't know where they're at right now, and it's
injuries.
For the Warriors, Draymond Green -1 because now that he doesn't have all the talent around him, we're realizing that he's actually not that good of a player. Imagine? No,
that's not fair. I don't think that's fair to say that about Draymond. I like any smart basketball fan knows that Draymond is a system player. I mean, if anybody thought he was a superstar, thought he was going to lead this team in scoring and stuff, then I want to meet that person. What makes Draymond great is what he's able to do in a system. You know, he's the ultimate glue guy.
9 points a game, 7 rebounds, 5 assists on bad efficiency. But whatever.
I knew Draymond was going to lead this team.
From a 77 to a 79. If you're removing injuries, he's the second best player on the team. And I'm not surprised. I don't think he should be an 80 overall, though, in my opinion.
So if you remove injuries?
17 points per game, 5 rebounds on good efficiency. So maybe it could be. We'll have to wait and see. But the other one is Alec Burks from a 72 to a 76.
He just dropped
he's averaging 15 a game. And that's because he's had to. Nobody else can score on this team, so he's had to step up. And finally, Bradley Beal +2 from an 87 to an 89 because he's been ridiculous. 30 points a game. I mean, he's dummy good. And then Mo Wagner +4, even better than expected. 74 to 78. I mean, dude, 13 points per game, 5 rebounds, good efficiency. He's been one of the better players on this team for sure. That is the second.
All right, guys, that is the end of the video right there. I would say overall, it wasn't a bad roster update. I still think Luke Kennard got disrespected, but overall, I think they actually kind of nailed it out of the park. There was some solid ones. Luke Doncic deserved it. Yeah, no big time complaints this time around, outside of what I was saying during the video.